Hi, we're still dealing with folder navigation. Now I want to show you some other things that you can be able to do as you are navigating through your folder. So right now we are in the folder that we created, which is Central. I want to show you how you can move about folders. So for instance, let me probably go to a folder called Music. When I click on the folder Music, I'm in a different folder. But I just realized that, oh, I need to do something in the folder that I was in before. So for me to go back to the folder which I was in before, I just come here and click on the arrow which says back. When I click on it, it takes me back to the previous folder that I was in. Okay? So if I want to go back to the folder which I was in previous, which I'd been in, I can click on this forward arrow. If I click on it, it takes me back to the folder which I was in, which was the music folder. Then if I've done a lot of navigations, I can now use the recent arrow tool. When I come here, it's quite small, you might not see it, but somewhere here you would see an arrow which is pointing down. You click on it, it will show you some of the recent folders that you have been in. So these are some of the folders we have been in, and when we click on them, for instance Zambia, we'll go to the folder Zambia. Alright, so it will even show you that you're in the folder Zambia, and if you remember, these are the folders we created inside. Then if we want just to go back to the folder which is above Zambia, we just click this one and it takes us to the desktop. For remember that when we created Zambia, it was actually on the desktop. So when you click on that, it just takes you to the folder which is above it. Alright, so Zambia is a subfolder of desktop. So that's how it brought us to this. Alright, so that's how you can quickly do some navigations here and there. Okay, so now let's go into Zambia. Now I want us to be able to know how we could be able to create different types of files under the same folder. So for instance, in Central, I want us to know how we can be able to create for instance Word documents, different types of files. So what I will do is this: I'll use two methods. Alright, so under this, I'll say I want to create a file. So I'll come here and say new. For instance, I want to create a new Word document. So for a new Word document or Microsoft Word document, I come and click on this new. Then there it goes. It prompts me to give it a name. So I can say my first file. Alright, after typing it in, I press enter, which means I've created a file under a document. Alright, so I've shown you how you can be able to create a file. Now I want to show you another way in which you can be able to create a file, and not by always right clicking. When you come to new items here, when you click under new items, you have an option to create your files here. So let's now create an Excel worksheet. I click on that, then it gives me that option. I name it. I can say my Excel sheet. Alright, I press enter. So that's how you are able to create different files. And using these same tools here, I'm able to delete files. When I come to the delete button here, what I can be able to do is this: I've got my Excel sheet here. I have to first click on it. When I click on it, this is when I have an option of deleting it. So we'll deal with the deleting. First, let's deal with other components, and I can show you how to delete it. So what I'll do here is that I can show you again how to rename it by clicking on the rename. Then you can rename the sheet, type in the name, probably I can say John. All right. Okay, John. I've created a new sheet, and I've created a sheet and I've renamed it. Okay, just by typing it after clicking the rename. Okay. Then at times I would want to move this content. So for instance, if you see John is in this folder, now I want to move it to this folder here, which is under Zambia, and it's supposed to come to Lusaka. So it is in Central, but I want to move it to Lusaka. All right. So let's go to Zambia. Then I go to Lusaka. You see that Lusaka is empty, but I want to bring that folder there. All right. So let me go to Central. There are many ways you can be able to do that. So one of the ways I'll show you is you can cut a file. When you cut a file, which means you are removing it from there, you're cutting it out. So I come to cut. When I say cut, then I go to the folder which I want to go to, which is Lusaka. I double click on Lusaka. Then I paste it here. For me to paste, I come and say paste, right click, remember, right click, then come to paste. So that file has been moved to Lusaka. If I go back to Central, that file is no longer there. So you only find that there is only one file. So now you have seen how you can be able to cut an object from one folder and move it to another folder. All right, but there's still another way you can be able to do this. I can say move to. So for me to do that, I just come here, click, and say I want to move this one. Where do I want to move it? Here it gives me options of the different places I have been. So if it is appearing here, I can now move it to that folder that I want to move it. Okay, so now remember that we created a folder called Zambia, and Zambia is here. So I want to move this file to Zambia. So I click on Zambia. Then this folder automatically gets moved to Zambia. Okay, so it's loading. This file has disappeared from Central, and if we check in Zambia, you'll find that the file is now in Zambia. So remember, we only had 2 folders, but now we also have that file there. We've been able to move it. Okay, that's how you move a file. Now if I want to delete a file, I can click on the file, like for this one, my first file. I can come and say delete by clicking on that crossword sign. I click on it, and the file has been deleted. Now at this stage, it's not that the file has been completely deleted. Right now it has moved into my recycle bin, because I have recycle bin on my computer. So which means it has just been moved into my recycle bin. But if I go and delete it in my recycle bin, it will be completely deleted. But in a case that I've just deleted like this, I can quickly return the file by just clicking Ctrl Z. If I haven't gone anywhere, if I Ctrl Z, it will undo my last action which I did, and that was deleting the file. So right now it is moving back the file which I had deleted. Okay, I can also delete the file by pressing the delete button on my keyboard. When you click on, or when you check on your keyboard, just on the top buttons, you will see that there is a button which is written delete. For some it is written DEL. Alright, if you click that one, it will be deleted. You can also right click on the folder, on the file, then come here where it says delete. You can now delete the folder, the file. Okay, so that's how you can be able to use some of these tools in the folder, in the folder ribbon. Okay, So try it out. When you have got any question, feel free to contact us. We'll be more than glad to help.